The Honourable Bob Nanford.
Madam Deputy President, I thank the honourable member for bringing this important motion to the House, and as a former National Secretary of the Rail, Tram and Bus Union, I know that bus services are a critical element of our overall transport network. They're absolutely critical because they not only supplement the heavy lifting of the heavy rail and light rail systems by providing additional capacity and last mile connections, they also go into places where trains and trams simply can't go. Buses aren't restricted to a set route on railway tracks. They go up and down local roads, they get conveniently closer to where people live, they get out in the suburbs, out in the regional communities, and they provide services to people who would otherwise be left behind. Madam Deputy President, I'm big on buses, but I'm also proud of the fact that the state government is big on buses too, and I'm pleased that the Minister has actually highlighted the main point that's been missed, that this is a historic $452 million investment for bus services that occurred in yesterday's budget. As the Honourable Emily Savall has noted, the allocation includes commitments to new and expanded services. The additional services are focused on the fastest growing regions of our state, where population growth has invariably outpaced the provision of public transport. And a key part of the plan includes that the $56 million to purchase those 50 new bendy buses to increase capacity on some of Sydney's busiest routes. And the bendy buses are desperately needed, as the Honourable Emily Savall has noted, because the former coalition government failed miserably to invest in that type of vehicle. They did not buy one in their term of office. The Honourable member's motion specifically talks about the M52 route, which was abolished by the previous government. I'm not going to labour the point about that. But the M52 route was not the only thing that was abolished by the previous government. They abolished the entire State Transit Authority. They abolished the STA. All of our publicly owned and operated bus services were outsourced to the private sector, and it was a horrible, terrible decision with respect to the provision of bus services in this state. It was a betrayal of the people of Sydney. It was a betrayal of the people of Newcastle. The inquiry into the privatisation of bus services in 2022 found that privatisation created an incentive for private companies to sacrifice the needs of more vulnerable people in order to cut costs, and it resulted in more limited service delivery, higher costs for passengers, and worse pay and conditions for bus drivers. The M52 was just a symptom of the decision by the former government to abolish the STA. So, Madam Deputy President, the former government cut bus services, and I'm proud that this government is putting them back in.
Thank you. Further speakers?